simultaneously?
No, they can't.
So how come in Kenya, you had a president, executive power, but then you also had a prime minister who, to some extent, then oversaw certain things and to an extent had an element of power?
It was, and that's why actually from 2003 to 2012, we had a mongrel kind of government in this country. Because in the first instance, power was vested in two people, Raila Odinga, the late, and Mwai Kibaki, the president substantive. But remember this fellow called Matere Kereri, who locked the gates of State House, and told Oburu Oginga and Raila Odinga that hakuna serikali ya pembe mbili. Yeah, there'll not be a government that has two centers like now we're having in Senegal, right? And of course, that was that. But in 2005, then we had to start seeing a pure division, which means power. We had two very powerful people, one executive, another one lacking in the streets, and commanding half of the cabinet out of cabinet. That shows you how power works. Now, in 2008, the promise that was made in 2002 came to be, and that was Raila to be prime minister. And then what did they give him? It was not a clear premiership. It was a compromise premiership, where you were being given because we appreciate that you're a man who had the votes, but we are the people with the power. We are the ones who announced, but you're the one with the votes. And then we had that kind of organization where at one point we had Honorable Raila complaining about a half carpet and no toilet, and not even the chief attending the prime minister's meeting. That shows you the level of lack of structure within that framework that led to us having that weak premiership or a mongrel kind of governance between these two. Parliamentary system dictates that the prime minister is elected from the coalition of the majority in parliament. Absolute presidency or presidential system wants that power comes from the people. Okay? In a presidential system, basically what we're having something called dual legitimacy challenges, where we're having a president getting popular mandate from the people directly. Then you're also having a parliament elected by the people. These two are powerful. These are actually two centers of power. Now, interestingly, in the presidential system, as we have today, you can see, and across the world where there are presidential systems, you will see a co-opting of the parliament and taking over of the parliament. And in some instances, you will find the executive taking over even the judiciary. In some instances, in Kenya, we are lucky that the judiciary has come of age because people are looking beyond Kenya today. People are looking at their careers beyond the country. They want to go and be judges in ICC. They want to go to the UN, etc. So they've grown. You cannot just close them down in this country. Now, in places where there is absolute parliamentary system like the Westminster model, which is what I love most, there's no harm in pushing out a prime minister. At any moment,
you can change them anytime.
Yeah, anytime. You can wake up and say, "I'm pissed off with the Prime Minister Dennis. We are going to pass a vote of no confidence in him." And the state does not collapse because the system is very strong. We don't have to wait for 5 years to have a new president because one day is too long in the life of any person, I believe. Because if we have poor health decisions being made by a presidential system, a parliamentary system will sort it easily. That if it is not working, then during the PMQs, that's the Prime Minister's question, the Prime Minister is held to account. And he knows if you don't, or she knows that if you don't do well, if you don't respond to the people properly, you're going to lose.
And this Prime Minister belongs to a party. As it were.
Belongs to a coalition.
A coalition,
yes.
Right?
Yes.
So they already have a political side. But the system, as you say, is so strong that it holds this individual to account. That regardless of your political affiliation, you will not mess around with the system. And that anybody from either side, in this case, can come and tell you, excuse me, sir, madam, this is not what we agreed on.
Yes.
Can you now
step aside?
Yeah.
Okay. And we don't have to go to the streets. The reason why I'm saying that, I have sat, and I'm not a prophet, I have sat and looked at the structure of Kenya, and I want us to dig back into 30 years of our democracy from today. You will find that there's one common denominator or one stabilizer that has helped the country. Whenever